This is Josiah Plays Tyranny. Alright, we're here in Lethian's Crossing, and we are talking to Eldian, the village Eldier. And we're going to ask him some more questions. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Tell me your thoughts on the Bronze Brotherhood. They were here since the crossing was founded. Lethian herself hired them to protect the settlement when it was just getting started. A fledgling town in the shadow of the old walls. Charming place. They did such a good job she kept them on as our peacekeepers, and that's how things went. Son Keener. Hello. How you doing? This is not the demo. This is the thing. The full game. The real enchilada. They're a good enough sort, but when Nerat offered to pay them to help Kairos' forces, I knew we were in for some trouble. Taking pay from two employers is always going to end badly if you can't make both of them happy. On top of it all, it seems lately that Raytomon is following a path only he can see, and I'm not looking forward to what he finds at the end. Tell me what you think about the disfavored. I'm not sure what to say, honestly. I have heard rumors that the disfavored are a tough, disciplined crew, but the Bronze Brotherhood were able to force them out of the crossing without much trouble. I'm sure there must have been extenuating circumstances, but until I see something to change my mind, that's how I feel. How have your interactions with the Scarlet Chorus been? Can't say that I have a strong opinion one way or the other, really. They didn't seem to care much about leaving the settlement behind. They put up what seemed to be a token resistance when the Brotherhood drove them out, but once they left, I haven't really seen much of them. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need directions around here. Eldian laughs and put a hand on your shoulder. I completely understand. The crossing can be a bit intimidating the first time someone arrives, but it's not as complicated as it looks. The river is named Portaskor, and it flows down the middle of the settlement. The waterfalls pouring over the old walls are Sunrise and Moonrise. The west waterfall is Sunrise because of how the sun hits it in the morning, and Moonrise got its name due to how it glows during a full moon. The crossing itself is broken up into districts named after the waterfalls. The west side of the river is the Sunrise District, and the east side of the river, let me guess, is the Moonrise District. Got it. The different levels of Lethian's Crossing don't really have names, but most people refer to them as the tiers. My home is considered part of the ground tier. The forge is on the first tier, both in the Moonrise District. I already knew all that, first of all. And second of all, the town is not that is not complicated at all. And it doesn't even do you any good, even knowing that information. Oh, the tiers, ground tier, first tier, really? There are tiers in the tiers? Yeah. You can live on a tier in the tiers? Yeah. Yo, dog, I heard you like tears, so I put tears in your tears. I have other questions. What can this old fool do for you? I'll be on my way. Of course. I must go to the spire to make sure everything is ready. I'll meet you there when Zidenya is ready to place the artifact. Yeah, so there's tiers in the tiers. And these tiers are here for people that are afraid of the Bane. So one could say they're tiers for fears. Watch the placement of Mage Bane Helm. Zidenya asked you to join her on the third tier of Lethian's Crossing, where she will place the Mage Bane Helm before she will discuss the future of the Forge Bound. Dale was crying tears in the tears in a city of the tears. And if someone was sad, they might start crying tears on the tears and the tears. In satir. Okay. Let's steal all their shit now. May not be the best place to live, but it's a great place to get materials. These old walls are creepy. I don't know how the settlers live here. We only sell to members of Kairos' armies. And you, of course, Fatebinder. You know, I was thinking about this while I was taking my 2-minute break. I was like, you know, we're cruising around. I'm a Fatebinder. I'm kind of a big deal. People should really be doing what I want and kind of respecting me. But that's just the start of it now. I have a fucking Archon in my group. I'm rolling around. I mean, you want to talk about rolling deep. I'm rolling with an Archon. There's just an Archon chilling in my party. The Archons are the most powerful beings in the world, except for Kairos. I mean, everyone should just be like, oh shit, it's that group with the Archon in it. I guess we'd better shut the fuck up and do what they want. But no, they still sass me. If you need anything, speak to Lahara. She's the one in charge here.
I will do my best.
What I need is this forge-bound hammer. What I need is this...
Keep a torsion wrench handy.
Ooh, these plans detail how to forge the mythical blade known as Headhunter. This item can be created with access to a Spire Forge upgrade and proper materials. New Spire Forge plan available. Yup. These worn iron weapons look as if they have been recently repaired and are being ready to be shipped back out. Lohara, Master of Tempening, and Ulantis, Master of Casting are here.
Sorry.
I'll take the Vagrant's Cha. We'll give the Azure Bell to her. We'll throw the Blood Moss in the stash. This armor is newly made by the Forge Bound. It is still warm to the touch. It's hot. Don't touch it. Thanks, handy tooltip. Alright, let's talk to Ulantis and Lohara and see what they have to say. What do we have here? Whoop. Forge-bound hammer. Lovely. No. No one's using that. Ulantis surveys the room with an air of superiority. He addresses you without making eye contact. Is there something you want? Is there a problem? His eyes carefully watch Lohara as he answers you. Yes, but these are forge-bound matters. Nothing that concerns the High Court of Tunon, I can assure you. What do you do here in the forge? I keep things running smoothly. Upkeep, mostly. He smiles coyly. I am also second in command to Lahara, so in case anything ever happens to her, I'm here to take charge. This dude's completely unimportant. Okay. Lohara, Master of Tempering. A muscular woman stands upright from her forge and turns to look at you, the light of the fire playing across her face, making her eyes dance dangerously. A toothy smile breaks across her mouth, the only bright spot on her soot-stained face. Do you kill with your left hand or your right? She rubs blackened palms together, eyeing you expectantly. Normally I could tell at a glance, but you are a little harder to read. I can glare at her. Silently, presumably. Is that how they say hello in your hometown?
Do you always so answer questions with questions?
She flashes more pearly teeth and chuckles softly to herself.
It's a simple question, child. When you swing a cool tool to end another life, which hand do you use?
Well, both, because I use a two-handed staff, and... Why would you like to know?
The gauntlet is the hardest piece of the panoply, and the most rewarding to work. So many scales of so many different sizes. Then there's the rivets.
She slides her thumb and fingers together, shedding flecks of soot and iron dust.
I imagine you see a lot of battle in your line of work. One gauntlet is invariably going to wear out before the other. My mind is always thinking on what will need repairs first. It's as simple as that.
Right.
Noted!
She clears her throat and wipes her blackened hands on the canvas of her smock.
I am Lohara, Master of Tempering, and Forge Master of Lethian's Crossing. My tasks exceed the hours left in the day, but there is no harm in pausing my work if it means speaking with the Fatebinder. How may I be of assistance?
Tell me about Lethian's Crossing.
I don't see much of it, only this.
She points to the roof and walls of the forge.
Lethian and her merchant crew settled this area a while back. The brave fools built bridges over the old walls and made themselves a crossroads trading post. Real pioneer spirit stuff. The whole place might have been ignored by Kairos' forces, except somebody discovered there's iron everywhere. Can't wash your clothes in the river without them coming out rust-tinged. So the iron made Lethian's Crossing important enough for Kairos to want it for himself. It made good sense to move some of us forge-bound here to Lethian's Crossing. Easier to put us near the iron instead of shipping it over mountains. That, and this is a crossroads. We can resupply our allies faster than ever from our new workshop.
Tell me about the forge-bound.
For centuries, my guild has sought the union of magical and manual perfection. While others concern themselves with the arcane for the sake of inordinate power, we study it to overcome the traditional limits of our arts and crafts. The forge is our dominant concentration of study, but not all forge-bound work metal. Some are weavers, carpenters, and one of our honor members fancies himself a chef.
A forge-bound chef? The Iron Chef, for real.
The wise and mighty Kairos has been kind to our guild. He offered to put our weapons and armor in the hands of those who would change the world.
A broad smile overcomes her face.
And he has been true to his word. Forge-bound iron has trampled the tears. And all that oppose Kairos' forces rest their heads on forge-bound spears.
They rest their heads on the spears. That sounds uncomfortable. Right after she says the wise and mighty Kairos has been kind to her guild, I'm gonna say, would you like to join a coalition to destroy Kairos? Because that worked out super well the last time. What can you tell me about the forge-bound master?
Zedenia is the best leader I have had the pleasure of working under. She guides the forge-bound with a steady yet stern hand, guaranteeing all of our work is of the utmost quality and peerless in every regard. I am Zedenia's second, which is why I am the forge master for Lethian's Crossing.
She points at Ulantis.
He is my second, should anything happen to me. I haven't worked with him long, so I don't know much about him or the true long-lasting quality of his work, but he was appointed by Zedenia, so he must be good at what he does.
Can you make me something magical?
No.
She smiles and shakes her head.
But almost everyone asks. Relics of arcane power must grow into themselves. They are never made from nothing.
She points her finger in the air and smiles.
But what I can do is use my magic to swing my hammer with perfect precision, or work a cantrip to handle molten metal with my bare hands.
That sounds pretty intense. That's really fucking metal. Literally.
We can build artifacts of exceeding quality and refinement, but they must be used in great deeds to grow into relics of power. That is why we seek to put the works of our forges into the hands of the greats. True legends require the alliance of swordmaster and swordmaker.
Why make weapons if you could kill your foes with magic?
Why walk if you could pay porters to carry you?
She shakes her head with a huff.
We have ways to protect ourselves from those who would abuse us, but we study the arcane for purposes of building, not destroying. We leave that to others. They can take our implements and use them to sow chaos if they choose. I would rather take chaos and force order on it.
How exactly does your magic help you make things?
Our most important rituals bind the crafter tools and materials into one entity?
She cracks a nervous smile.
Close enough. In my own work, the forge bind draws the whole of my senses to the edge of the blade I'm tempering. I can see the tiniest notch, or touch my finger to the blade and feel the razor sharpness without breaking my skin. Such perfect execution of art has its costs, of course. Once heart and lungs become linked to flame and hammer, a dropped hammer could lead to a stopped heart. Most of our members die in the throes of their work, killed by a distraction or simple error.
She blushes.
We lose a lot of apprentices.
This does not sound like a safe workplace. Number of days since last on-the-job accident? 0. Let's speak of something else. Can you make something for me?
Can?
She lifts an eyebrow.
Most certainly. Will? Well, Kairos invented cues for a reason.
She lets slip a sigh.
I have every Ironwalker and every Scarlet Chorus ringleader sending me bribes and flattery in hopes that I'll work off schedule and make them some special this or one of a kind that.
Her mouth moves as if to speak, but she falls silent, folding her arms. I'll use my subterfuge here to be manipulative. I did not realize the request was so thoughtless. My apologies.
I get unreasonable demands every day, but it's not the volume, it's the purpose.
She lowers her voice to a near whisper and steps closer to you.
I do resent that Kairos demands reduce our work to mere quotas. I should be allowed to customize my work for every soldier. Only apprentices have anything to learn from making the same size helmet again and again.
Forget I asked.
That I will.
Are you well? You look weary.
Ecstatic!
Her voice is matter-of-fact, and a smile creeps in.
The ritual of the forge links heart to hammer. My blood beats only when I strike my ingot. My forge runs too hot if my breath becomes too hurried. The bond is both fatiguing and exhilarating.
Is that how you excel at your craft?
Well, that in practice, she scowls. But yes, the rituals link the senses to the
blah 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 blah. Suddenly there's a Murloc here. Blah, 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 blah.
Rituals link the senses to the materials and the body to the tools. My hand becomes a joint, the hammer the true end of my arm. I feel the heat of the forge, as if it were the weather of the room. Under such circumstances, true focus can emerge.
Couldn't that kill you?
I should hope so!
She laughs, her face blushing the color of molten metal.
Better than being defiled and killed by brigands, poisoned by grain rot, or slain by childbirth. Would not a soldier wish to die in battle?
She's got a point. She's got a point. So what I'm getting is, after all this conversation, you're still not going to craft anything cool for me or allow me to buy any cool shit from you. Is that what I'm hearing? Lohara, Master of Tempering? Fascinating. Let's speak of other matters. I must be going. So, interesting. So we learned about the Forge Bound. It would be really good to get them on our side, because they could make some great shit for our little revolution. Yeah, he is kind of suspicious, Saito. I thought the same thing when I talked to him. I was just imagining him, imagining fucking Sparta kicking her into the forge and being like, oh, look, an accident happened. Now I guess I'm in charge. Come on, loading screen. I believe. Okay, good. Biotis. I've already been in here, right? Yes, I have. We're going up to the 3rd tier. Shit's getting serious now. Shit is getting serious now. Got some water out of the water crate. Here's yet another house that we're going to go into and we're going to collect loot from. Settler's house. This wall appears to have been damaged years ago, but was never properly repaired. Here's my great bow. Iron dagger. Better than what she's got. Okay, let's get out of here. Thanks for the free stuff, folks. Appreciate that. All right. We are working our way through Lethian's Crossing. Oh, look at this. We got some more loot. It's a beast blood pollen. All that beast blood pollen.
Can't do that.
A lot of people have lost good friends to the Bane in this town. Heavy bronze ridge helm. Nobody's gonna wear that. This is a cool looking town though. I like the design of the architecture and so forth. This is the eastern waterfall. Though it cascades down alone, some settlers believe that the waterfall's split from a single source somewhere above the old wall. Alright, well, here's Eldian and crew, and Zedenya. I'm sure terrible things are not about to happen when I come over here. Terrible things.
It is done.
Good, good. Now the people of Lethian's Crossing have one less thing they must worry about. Fatebinder, will you go inside and see what effect the helm is having on the Bane? Wait a minute, a second ago you just said you wouldn't let me go inside the old walls or the spire. Now you're like, yeah, go on in, please. Fine. Let's see. You're just gonna leave it sitting there in the open. You're asking a Fatebinder to check on something? You're asking me to break the law. I'm trying to get compensated. Kairos' law states that no one is allowed to enter the old walls. But if no one goes inside, we will never know if the helmet is working. I will do this for you. Got a lot of favor with Lethians. Wow. Favor 4 with... Man, Lethian loves me. I mean, this town loves me. Thank you, Fatebinder. Your help is invaluable. I just need to know my citizens are safe. Oh, we got the keystone. Finally. He holds out a small stone with glyphs etched on it. Take this. It is the keystone to enter the old walls. The entrance is directly below us. And good luck. Quest updated. Eldian has asked you to confirm that the Mage Bane helm actually works by entering the old walls at Lethian's Crossing and watching for loosed Bane. He gave you a keystone that will allow you to enter the old walls. I can't help you with anything, Fatebinder. Can I just walk up and take the helm? That'd be amazing.
Some of my finest work. The Forgebound will now be safe.
Good luck inside, Fatebinder. I hope you won't need it.
Right.
Alright, we're finally gonna go in this fucking place and fight some Bane. We've been hearing about Bane for how many hours of gameplay? And now we're finally gonna see some actual Bane. Oh my god, it's Bane time. It's Bane time. That's right, it's Bane time. I was thinking about changing her song. Actually. Wait. Why does she have Blood Brings the Dawn equipped? That's not the song she had equipped before. Why does she only have 4 songs available? The hell's going on with her? Bane of Night. Red runs our blood. Does she suddenly not have Bane of Night? Because she had it before. When I removed her from my party and put her back in, did she lose a song somehow? Because that would be dumb. Do I have the thing that speeds up the songs? Yeah, I do. When you took her out of the party, it took her breath away. She just couldn't stanza it. Okay. Alright, in we go. Let's save. In we go. Use the keystone. Ooh, nice loading screen. This looks exciting. We're finally going into the old walls. Finally. Finally. Like over 40 hours into the game, we're finally going into the old walls. Ooh, look at this. There's some magical wispy shit going on here.
I got it.
You want me to be subtle?
Okay, we need to sneak, and we need the detecting person in the front. There could be traps in here. And a quick save. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. When the old wall starts shaking, I take it as a sign to leave. Oh boy.
You have no.
Bane have escaped. Alright, quest updated. Kill the Bane. Bane have escaped from the traps and the Lethians crossing old walls. Kill them before they escape into the settlement. Alright, she's already sung her first thing. Have you changed your gears? She might be missing a prerequisite. Well, the only prerequisite was to be level 7, and she's level 8. Yes, there are traps in this game, and they're really fucking deadly too, so if you don't detect them and you step on them, they fuck you up. What do we have here? We've got a Scourge. What do we know about this Scourge? It's got a lot of armor against fire damage. But it's really weak against frost. Okay, good. I've got Frostfire on my spells, so either one will work. And then we've got a Wisp. Really weak against fire. Really strong against shock. Alright, so here's how we're going to do this. Verse is going to be in front. Everybody else is going to back up for a second.
Hope.
Siren. Verse. Okay. Now then, Verse. Spectre, blur yourself. Siren. Start fucking shit up. She's already got 6 breath? That's really fast. Seraphina. Mirror image. I don't know what to do with Ab because I've never used her before and she has so many fucking abilities. Arcane Missile. Herodotus' Call. Grave Strike. Compelling Blast. Phantom Bolt. Charged Fist. False Pitch. You can put somebody in a stasis field. Alright, she's gonna move up.
Count on it.
Siren is gonna use Aria of Pain. Here. Ab is gonna use... No. Fulmination. Get that off my screen. Get that off my screen. Now that they've been fulminized, they're going to be taking extra damage from electricity for a few seconds. So let's get them with the electric jolt. Alright, now Verse. She's got Mirror Image and Spectral Blur on, so she's essentially invincible. Let's haste her
Not a
next.
problem.
What is Verse actually doing? Nothing. She's standing around. Oh, she's starting to get wrecked. Let's heal her.
No dice. Whatever you need.
Right.
Mirror Image didn't last very long. Try Grave Strike.
You got it.
Oh, that one fucking hurt.
We win. Oh, did she take a wound? Damn it! I completely balls that up. I completely fucked that up. She should not have taken a wound. I don't know, Saito, because I have ridiculously high subterfuge. So I have high enough subterfuge that I'm easily going to see and disarm everything. I can think of several things wrong with the name Magebane. We should inform Zedenya. Kind of want to try that shit again. I don't like the way that went down. You know what I need to turn on? The auto slowing in combat, I think. Come on, loading screen. I believe in you. You can do it. Let's not take all day about this. I'm starting to regret my decision. Starting to regret my decision. Why is this happening? Please tell me it's not like locking up again, 'cause sometimes it does that when you load. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Yeah, it's a nice looking loading screen, that's true. Sometimes it just stops working and then You have to restart the game. I wish I had kept track of when I started this loading screen, because I have no idea how long it's been. But fairly soon. Okay, alright, good. I don't know what happened to Siren's other songs, though.
Right.
What if I put on... Why would they run forward like that? And why would they arrange themselves in that stupid line? The Bane have escaped! Like, why would my characters do that moronic shit?
Let me grave meat. I'm on it. Take the first.
There's one of her taunts. Oh, that's actually her singing. You hear that? How does she get to that much breath so quickly? We're gonna try stasising somebody. See how that goes.
On it.
She's gonna attack like that. I put Vital Body on her. Fulminate.
You got it.
Aria of Pain, some motherfuckers. I'm gonna taunt that one. It's completely stupid that you can't cast your AoE spells on a point of ground. Well, some of them you can't, so that it hits multiple things.
That can't be.
What is she even doing? I don't know what to do with these people. False Pit. He's inside the stasis shield. Okay, cool. Is anybody fulminated? Mantle of Flames, I guess.
Nope. Sorry.
Alright, this slowdown is obnoxious. I already hate it. I mean, a neat mechanic, the more magic you use, the stronger Bane become. That would be a cool mechanic, although it would completely screw over some people. Howling Blast. Brave Strike. Doratus' Call. Try Doratus' Call.
I'm on it. On it.
Ooh, nice. Alright, this is going better.
Will do.
Let's try Arcane Missile, I guess. And
Whatever you need.
I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's do Blood-Soaked Stone. Charged Fist. And Frozen Grasp.
Ready? Ready for another?
A well-placed hit.
Wait, what is this thing immune to? I thought it was immune to a bunch of shit. Blood-Soaked Stone hits Scourge 9 Crushing. Even make it so if you come into a party which are just warriors, the Bane are less numerous and or don't aggro as far. Well, I think they really do have some mechanics they showed us where there's Bane that are like trapped in these things on the walls that look like this, and if you cast spells anywhere nearby, they break out of the walls and come attack you. But if you don't cast spells, that doesn't happen, or something like that. They showed something like that in one of the videos. Okay, hold on. I kind of want to take Verse and put her right there. Back everybody up for a second. Now let's... So she's getting double heals, right? She's getting Healing Aura heals and Vital Body heals. Alright, what else do I want to test out? Let's try out Repelling Blast.
Will do.
That was a useless experiment, and I can't wait to tell Zedenya to her face. That's the Healing Aura pulsing. Alright, that went much better that time. That went much better.
On the lookout. Will do.
Oh, that's loot. Chalcedony. I'll take it. There does not seem to be a way to open this door from this side. Found some.
See that?
Ooh, achievement unlocked, perceptive. That's cool. Lesser healing pots, greater healing pots, dire remedy. Camping supplies, I can't take those. Does not seem to be a way to open this door from this side. Okay. There is an eerie glow of unknown origin coming from the depths of this pit. These floor stones have been broken recently. Bits of metal nearby would suggest it's the result of careless soldiers. It says to return to Zedenia and Lethian's Crossing Informer that Mage Banehelm didn't work. Find a way to the spire. Got a bloodstone. Got a tier 4 bronze great spear. Got a
That
thing.
wasn't so hard.
A lock to pick. With a bunch of goodies in it. This sunken relief, though heavily damaged, is clearly meant to depict a runic symbol similar to the one you saw at Ascension Hall. The relief is incomplete, and thus the final form of the rune is unknown. I'll take a charcoal rubbing. Make a charcoal rubbing of the relief shape to help discern the rune's design. Pressing charcoal to parchment, you capture a blurry but proportionate image of the ancient relief. With enough collected imprints, it may be possible to reconstruct the original shape of the rune. Examine the mysterious rubbing. While exploring, you acquired a charcoal rubbing. Perhaps examining the rubbing further might help you determine its importance. Okay. Here it is. Incomplete charcoal rubbing Sunset Spire. A portion of an unknown sigil has been recorded on this scroll. The charcoal imprint is rough and incomplete, leaving the full design a mystery for now. Oh, that's what it looks like. Determine the significance of the rubbing. After examining the rubbing, you found that it was only a partial image of a symbol that is reminiscent of the one you saw in Ascension Hall at Vendrian's Well. Continue your search to determine what its significance might be, or search for more of the image. So it looks like I can't really go any further in here right now. I need to go back out and talk to Zedenia, because there's no way to open these doors, and there's nowhere else to go in here. Antechamber. Right? I'm not missing something. Could be, Sato. Could be. No, I think I'm just supposed to leave right now. So that was my first encounter with Bane. Of course, these symbols on the spires may predate Archons completely. I mean, these spires and old walls are so ancient and unknown that they might actually be from a time before there even were Archons. Archons could be tapping into the magic of this old stuff that's even older than them, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Cast all the spells to see if more Bane come out. Why couldn't they have protected the settlement with an anvil or a tower? Something that can't be tucked under your arm and... Well, now we know why the Bane were able to escape. Oh, did a bunch of Bane run out? Alright, well, we will deal with the drama ensuing here, unfolding here in Lethian's Crossing in our next episode. If you're watching the stream, I'm not done. I'm going to continue playing. But if you're watching the YouTube video, that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Tyranny.